Happy clappy? Huh?
Is that in honour of Hippo?
Yeah, he's not here, so someone has to do a clap.
Someone has to get the clap. Remember the good old days where you could just get on a bike and ride? It was technology, so it's 6 hours later.
And then you got to do all your ride modes when you get onto the bike as well.
It takes me about a week to set myself on the bike.
That's alright. Shame Sam wasn't here today. Oh well. Oh dear, your key's bigger than mine. Oh dear, my key is a bit embarrassing. A bit emasculated. Oh, nice little catch up. Oh, he's trying to get his ride modes in and all that. Oh yes, the gloves, doing up the gloves, doing up the gloves. I mean, it could be me faffing about with my gloves. I'm glad it's not, but there's always one. It's usually someone else faffing with cameras, right? Doing the pocket dance, making sure you got everything, keys, wallet. Really wet now. Oh, we've picked a bad day to do this. Anyway, that was just a nice little luncheon with... it's interesting, my phone's doing that. Anyway, that's a nice little luncheon we've had. Mr. Fish. Oh, lovely day it was for a ride. Oh my goodness. And yeah, we're going to make our way back home, I guess. Cool. Visibility's pretty rubbish at the moment. Oh, that's terrible. Well, this is the waterproof test of my jacket, at least. It's been raining on and off all day. Oh, but it's nice to meet up with Mr. Fish on his nice Africa Twin he's got there. Haven't spoken to him for ages, really. We've but with lockdowns and all that rubbish, haven't been able to get out. Usually we go out off-roading. Sometimes we go for a road ride. Very rarely though, don't you dare. Cool. Visibility is pretty horrific at the moment. If it gets cold, I could always put my heated grips on, I guess. In some ways it's kind of nice because the road's emptier. Anyway, I think it's just nice to get out on the bike. It doesn't matter about the weather. Just need to get back out and start riding more. Haven't been riding at all, really. Well, not the BMW anyway. Luckily these gloves on the left side only, there's a wiper built in. I don't know what these are Day and Easy something. Sorry, I can't tell you. But if you look at most Day and Easy gloves, like they're really nice ones. These are D-Dry, not Gore-Tex. So they're reasonably priced, but they've got a little tab on the thumb, which is very helpful to wipe your windscreen. But I've got water on the inside of my visor now, so that's not great. Not a help anyway. Here's an idea, let's go for a ride. Idiot. Now you kind of just want to get home when it turns to pot, doesn't it? You don't really fancy riding all the backcountry lanes. We did them all the way here, it's fantastic. But yeah, no, it's definitely time to just get back nice and quick like. Right, I almost came on the cub. I think I'll save a cub ride for another time when it's nicer weather. We were just talking about our trips for this year, what we, we're thinking of doing, what we had planned and stuff. And it's kind of annoying because when I was, even in a small group, 3 or 4 bikers, you could easily do it. Before, you could go to an area and you wouldn't look for a campsite until probably 3 in the afternoon or whatever. You'd feel, okay, let's look for a campsite. Okay, we've got another hour or an hour and a half to go to the campsite, that sort of thing. And you could turn up and you'd probably be able to get in. Or if it had limited spaces, you'd ring and you'd be able to get in. But now, because of all this stuff, you have to book in advance, and it's like you can't get in on the day, or it's too risky to try and get in on the day. You have to book ahead of time, which is a shame because that's how I like to do my trips. I just like to be able to, when I was camping. And the best campsites we've ever been to are the ones that we accidentally stumbled across. The ones that we accidentally found, or just, look for a campsite, that's it. So yeah, we accidentally found some great campsites and stuff. Bye bye, Mr. Fish. No, you can't just show up. It's so annoying. And because of that, it kind of like puts, you don't really want to go away, you have to think about it. I mean, you don't really have to think about it, but I've got a trip planned, and I would book or would reserve a spot, or at least one spot somewhere at one particular place, and then the rest I would think about. But yeah, I would pick a couple of campsites to go to, or one or two that I have in mind. But it all depends if we go there or not. Campsites that I've accidentally found in the past. Like, I have found some fantastic campsites in the past, and I save them. I heart them on my Google Maps, going, yep, if we're ever coming back up this way again, this is the one we want to try and get into, because we know it's got hot showers, we know it's got very decent stuff. I do try to plan out my trips, or at least one or two little trips, before the end of January. One of them so far has been cancelled. Luckily we didn't book anything or pay anything, so it's fine. But the only two bikes you'll probably see this year on this channel will be this one, the BMW, and the Cub. There is some work to be done on the CRF 250. My CRF is still off the road. It needs work doing. The fork seals need to be doing. Again, that's the third time, and I have had them done by the shop 2 times. So this time I'm going to do it myself. I mean, the last 2 times it went was a few years ago, and I was working, busy, and I didn't have time to do the forks, so I just said, here's the bike, just do it, just fix it, whatever. Now, well, I'm not working, so I've got time, or I don't have the money to, but yeah, I'll try to do the fork seals are quite cheap, so I should be able to have a go at least doing it myself. They're upside down forks, so they're a bit more tricky to do, I believe, so prop the bike up, shouldn't be too hard, take the wheel off, take the forks off, and yeah, try to get them to seal. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. But yeah, that'll be an interesting video, I think. So you can look forward to that, some CRF maintenance, and then just whatever random videos I feel like doing. Right, we've been going for quite a while now in the rain, and my jacket's still dry, so that's good. Sorry for these ramblings. I'm not sure what's interesting or what's not anymore. I'm alright camping in this weather. I'm alright, I can camp in this weather. I've camped in worse. I've camped in this sort of weather. You just pick your moment, pop your tent up nice and quick, and yeah, it is not pleasant, but you know what, I have done it. If it is like this, I will do it again. The only thing is about camping in this weather is if you're with someone who's not an experienced or seasoned camper or whatever, it does put a downer on the experience. If it's like their first time camping or they're still new at camping, I really do not advise going away in the wet, because it can muddy the whole experience. And the first few times we went camping, we had really nice weather, and then the next few times we had really terrible weather. So it makes you appreciate the good camping trips when you do get them. And it's like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, we just want to go down the pub, you know. So it is difficult, and you never know what sort of weather you're going to get, because it's England. You're not guaranteed anything. I mean, we could even be, if we're going to get fantastic weather this summer, then you know what's going to happen. We're going to have lockdown 4, or 3, or whatever number we're up to now, that sort of thing. It's all, never. And last year we had such an amazing summer, and we couldn't get in anywhere. All the campsites were full or shut, or their facilities were shut. So you can go to a campsite if you're in a camper van because you've got your own toilet and stuff, but if you haven't got that, then they won't let you camp in a tent because they don't want you squatting in the woods. Oh, and that's my camera gone, so I didn't even do an intro. So I just, boom, camera died, and that's the end.